Hey y'all. So I told y'all that I would update y'all and fill y'all in on some of the issues that our family has been going through when I could. And I feel like now is the time that I can kind of share a little bit of the information with y'all. So, sorry, my chair's creaking. Sunday morning, I got a phone call from my mother about my nephew. He had had a seizure around 3 or so that morning, and he was taken to the local hospital where they did an x-ray or something and found a spot on his brain. He was then taken by ambulance to a bigger hospital that was more equipped and able to handle these, where he had to have an MRI. And they found a huge tumor in his brain, and that was all the information I had that day. Yes. So you can imagine I fell apart, fell to pieces, just began crying and praying, and just, it was just, it was, a lot of it was the unknown, and then, what does that mean? All that kind of stuff. So they did more MRIs, and it was about the size of it looked like on the MRI like the size of a lemon. Is really big. And they had the top neurosurgeon in his field just happened to be my nephew's doctor. We know that things don't just happen like that. And he was telling us, or telling the family, which we were getting information, that basically with his experience, that it looked to be anywhere from stage 2 to stage 4 cancer. And they would, definitely know more once they got in there, which means he was going to have brain surgery. And the helplessness that we felt, but also the peace we felt, because we just knew God was in this. And I told y'all that the Lord had told me there was a miracle in the waiting, and I just didn't understand what that was. But finally on Wednesday, on Tuesday, me and my mother, we went to the hospital to see my nephew, and all the way there, she and I both, we were just so sick, we were just basket cases. And we prayed all the way there, and got to see him and love on him, and just be with him. And it just made such a difference in how I felt, and I felt such a peace. And he was himself, just he was just him. And so then the next day, my mom and myself, we took Granny and my daughter down there to see him. And I just had a peace that I couldn't understand, but I just had a peace. Well, then they were going to do surgery on Thursday. So Wednesday night, I just went into my closet and just fell apart and just praying, and just, I just praying and just asking God to just, go in there, because they were telling us, because where it was at, it could possibly, he could have paralysis on that other opposite side of his body, because, the right part connects, controls the left controls the right, that he could have paralysis, it could affect his speech, all this stuff. They told us all he could possibly have to have radiation and chemo, and just, they told us all that. So I just went in there and I was praying, and I was just like, just asking you to just go before him, to guide those doctors' hands. I want him to come out of there with no negative side effects. Just we want the best case, when this is over with. Well, Thursday morning, we're all up, waiting for our updates we were getting. And they started the surgery, and they had not made any cuts or anything. And they had to just stop because the machine was not functioning right and all this and that. So they had to stop the surgery and do it today, which is Friday. And of course, we're all like, oh, Lord, another day. But then, me and my mom were talking, we was praying for the Lord to just be in this. And, what if Thursday was going to be an off day for the surgeon, So we didn't question anything. We trust God completely. And, accepted that. What's another day of waiting? There's a miracle in the waiting, right? So they take him back this morning. James and I got up. We went down to the hospital. We didn't get to see him before we went in, but we got to, be with my brother and my sister-in-law and my niece and other nieces and just family. And we spent some time with him, and then we left. He was in surgery for around 8 to 9 hours. And we got home, and we were still getting updates, And the final update is they removed it all. The doctor feels like he got every bit of it. He does not feel like he will have any of the negative side effects. He does not feel like it's going to affect his body, his speech, or anything like that. And the test revealed it was stage 1 benign. They are going to send it off for further tests just to verify. But we got our miracle. And I have such a relief. And I just cannot thank God enough for this miracle in our waiting. It's been a very long, hard week. And I cannot imagine what his mom and dad and his siblings and his wife are going through or felt, because I know what I feel as an aunt. And it is just about killed me. I have been such an emotional mess, but God is faithful, y'all. He is so faithful, and he is so good. And I want to tell y'all, thank you so much. When I posted the video of the update, the comments I got on that video was so overwhelming. I think it's probably the most comments I've ever gotten on a video. And they were so positive, inspiring, uplifting, just giving me scriptures. And there was so many, I tried to comment as much as I could, but there was just so many that I couldn't. Plus, I've just been so overwhelmed and just so I've just been a mess. But I read every single one of them, and I would sit over there and just read them. I would go through and read a bunch and just have to stop because I was just so overwhelmed with emotion. Then I would pull myself together and go back and read more. And I just want y'all to know how much I truly love and appreciate you. I thank you so much for your prayers. I thank you for lifting my family up in prayers. Y'all, we felt it. We felt it. And God is so faithful, and he is so good. So let this be an encouragement to you. If you're going through something, pray without ceasing. Trust. Hold on to anything that God gives you. That Sunday when he gave me that there's a miracle in the waiting, I just was like, but what does that mean? And then on the way down to the hospital, we were talking about it with my mom and Donna and Granny, and I was like, Jesus always speaks in parables. Why would he make it so abundantly clear? Of course it's a parable, But we definitely got our miracle while in the waiting. So I will keep y'all posted. But I just want to, as of now, everything is good. We feel positive, and we're so thankful for all of this, for everything God has done. And He has used this to bring our family closer than ever. And it is times like this that, you know, you find out how important family really is, you know. So I'm so thankful and so grateful for that. So thank y'all so much again for your love, your continued prayers, your support, your understanding that I was not able to divulge information. None of us was saying anything about this until his wife put it out there. We were just kind of, you know, it's in their hands. She's put it out there. She's been updating. Everybody around us knows about it, so it's not like I'm telling anything, you know. So thank y'all so much. I did tell him when I went and seen him, I said, you have people from all over the world praying for you. And I'm just blown away. I'm just blown away, y'all. I'm in such awe of all of this. I knew God was going to do it. I knew He was going to do it. But, you know, we're still human. We can know something and still feel something. So, anyway. And in the midst of all of this, y'all, let me just tell you. So, Tuesday morning, I woke up. Y'all know how last year I was having that like rash on my ring finger up under my wedding ring? Well, I woke up with my finger, my ring finger swollen, and I was like, okay, well, here we go again. Y'all, I think I've been bitten by something because my finger is so bad. It is so painful. It's swollen. It's got fever. I'm just like, what? I mean, I didn't feel anything, but it had to have happened in my sleep. I've searched my room over to see if there's any, like, spiders or anything. I don't know, but so I've had this to contend with, and I'm kind of like, was it a brown recluse? You know where your mind goes. But anyway, God will take care of this too. But thank y'all so much for being there. Thank you for understanding me not being able to just put it out there. It just was not my story to tell. But now that it's out there, I feel okay sharing, just so y'all kind of know, you know, what you've been praying for. And also you can know how God has answered your prayers, because He has truly answered our prayers. So thank y'all so much. I love you. And hopefully I can get back to making some videos, because I truly miss y'all so much. So thank you. I love you. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye, y'all.
You are faithful, faithful through all things. You are faithful, faithful through all things. You are with us, we are not alone. You remind us to hold on to hope. When we are lost in pain, we cry out your name, and you